What if I told you there's a totally different way to explore New York City, a way most people have never even considered? This city's energy, its stories, its landmarks, it's just too much for one Street View guy. So for this adventure, I'm handing things over to someone who knows the Big Apple like the back of her hand. My friend Kate. All right, Kate, New York is all yours.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks, I'm your Street View guy for today. So buckle up because we're diving into the heart of NYC, one street view at a time. From the towering skyline of Manhattan to the Brooklyn Bridge, from yellow cabs to hot dog stands, you're about to see it all. Not through someone's vlog, but through the raw, unfiltered lens of Google Earth and Google Street View. If you've never been to New York City before, this is your chance to see what it's really like. And if you have been, let us know in the comments. How accurate do you think Street View captures the vibe of the city? Let's kick things off with the classic, Times Square. Wow, that looks so realistic, doesn't it? Lights, screens, people everywhere. It's like standing inside a neon pinball machine. You've got the giant digital billboards and more tourists than a cruise ship buffet. You've even got the Times Square board here. And look at this, an M&M store that's bigger than some apartments in Brooklyn. If you've never seen this in person, trust me, it's exactly as overwhelming and awesome as it looks here. Quick fact, Times Square is actually named after the New York Times, which moved its headquarters here in 1904. Before that, it was called Longacre Square. Bet you didn't know that one. So New Yorkers, do you think this street view was accurate? I sure think so. Now we're heading a few blocks downtown. And there it is, the Empire State Building. Just look at that. The way it stretches up like it's trying to touch the clouds. You really feel the height when you're standing right here, like you're about to get a neck cramp just looking at it. Built in 1931 and once the tallest building in the world, it's still one of the most iconic skyscrapers on the planet. And look at the detailing near the top. The Art Deco design just screams old-school New York elegance. Quick fact, they actually finished building it in just over 13 months during the Great Depression. And fun trivia, its spire was originally meant to be a docking station for airships. Yeah, blimps. That plan didn't work out, obviously. From up top, on a clear day, you can see up to 5 states. But right here at street level, you get the real New York feel. Taxis honking, people snapping photos, and that epic sense of standing next to history. So what do you think? Has Street View done justice to this skyscraper legend? All right, time to head further downtown. Here we are, the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, just look at this beauty. Massive stone towers, crisscrossing cables, amazing views of the Manhattan skyline. It's like stepping into a living postcard. This bridge isn't just for cars, it's for dreamers. You'll find tourists, joggers, even couples taking wedding photos right here on the wooden pedestrian path. And when the sun hits those cables just right, instant wallpaper material. Quick fact, the Brooklyn Bridge opened in 1883, and back then it was the longest suspension bridge in the world. People were actually scared it might collapse. So to prove it was safe, P.T. Barnum marched 21 elephants across it. Yep, elephants. Today, it connects Manhattan and Brooklyn across the East River, and walking across it is basically a rite of passage for anyone visiting New York. You can even see the American flag here, just like on the actual bridge. That's really some next level of detailing. What do you think? Did Street View capture that magic? And if you look closely, you can even see the Statue of Liberty there in the New York Harbor. And that's where we are going next. Okay. You can't talk about New York landmarks without this one, the Statue of Liberty. There she is, Lady Liberty herself, standing tall with that torch in hand. Let's jump into Street View and see how it looks from there. And yes, don't forget how awesome it is that Street View is available even on this tiny island. You can actually walk around Liberty Island virtually, which still blows my mind. From up close, you realize this thing is massive. She's about 305 feet from the ground to the tip of the torch. And fun fact, she wasn't even green when she first arrived in 1886. The copper exterior slowly turned green over time because of oxidation. Quick fact, the statue was a gift from France, symbolizing freedom and democracy. And if you look closely, she's stepping forward. Her right foot is lifted to represent moving toward the future. Most people don't realize it, but you can actually climb up inside her if you book early enough. There's an observation deck inside the crown. But be prepared to climb 162 stairs. There's no elevator. You can almost feel the wind off the water here. It's quieter, peaceful, totally different from the hustle of Manhattan. What's your favorite view of Lady Liberty? From the ferry? From the island? Or maybe even from a helicopter ride? Now we've only scratched the surface of New York's incredible landmarks. There's Central Park, Wall Street, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and so much more waiting to be explored. But hey, I want to hear from you. Did you like this totally new way of exploring the city? This whole virtual street view adventure? If so, let me know in the comments. And if you want more first-person explorations like this, I'll talk to Tom about making me the second Street View guy. Or maybe the Street View gal. Also, be honest, do you think Street View really captured the vibe of these iconic places? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for joining me on this tour of New York City. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss the next adventure. Until then, happy exploring.